All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Haverford Biology Asset Management Software. It's called Bookitlab, and if you'll see right up here at the top, just make sure that the URL you input says Haverford right there. There's multiple depending on the company that has these. You can get that from either myself or from your PI. When you come on here, you can either use your username and password if you already have one, or just click this new user tab or button. It will bring you to this tab and just have you fill out this form. Everything in red is required. Please use your username as just the first part of your email address, and then just fill everything else out. User group, as you hover over here, if you just start typing your user group, it will show up, and your user group is your lab group. So whoever your PI is, start with their last name, and that should pop up and populate. Then just click sign up, and that will come to me, and I can approve it. The other thing to note down here is there's a link down at the bottom left. If you want to get the app for either Google Play or for the Apple devices, you can get it there. All right, so back to the login page. Like I said, you're just going to use your details to log in. And the first thing you're going to come to, well, I'm not sure what you're going to come to, but let's start with the dashboard. Just a couple things here. Right at the top, your quick actions. You can book a reservation or work orders. Both of those things I'm going to cover in separate videos because they're a little more detailed. Then if you scroll down, this first part is just a timeline of all bookable equipment. And what that means is there's certain equipment that we have in the department that you can sign up for, basically, and that will all be shown here in the calendar. Like I said, I'll show you how to do reservations in another video, but this is just a quick way to check on that. Then you have an area for open work orders. If you have submitted any, again, another video, and then it'll show you if you have any equipment loaned to you, and we can talk about that later. If you do need loaned equipment, just come see me, and we'll do that on an individual basis. The rest of this probably doesn't apply to you, might not apply to me either. Take a look. If it's useful, great. If not, you can move on. All right, going down the line here, the next one is cores. Right now, Haverford's our only core. When you log in, you don't even have to worry about this. You're already there. This would be if somebody else in the college joined us, we may separate things by department. But right now, it's just Haverford Biology. Okay, next, we have instruments, and this is kind of the bread and butter. This is where everything is listed. You'll see down here at the bottom. Right now, we have 386 pieces of equipment listed, and that number will keep growing. Now, the way this works is you have everything here. So everything that's bookable and everything that's, you can borrow, and then things that are in labs and not available for your use are all here. And the reason for that is if you are looking for a piece of equipment to use, this is where you would find it, right? You can click on it, and you can see all the details, including a photo so you know what you're looking for. But more importantly, say you're looking, I know these are water baths, I'm going to make this easy. You can go up here, you can change your filters around, you can add filters. Again, category, I would, if I'm looking for a water bath, I could just start typing water bath, applied, already applied it, and you'll see that that's all I'm left with. So 15 water baths in the department. So that's how that works. The other thing about this, favorite instruments. I know people have been wanting this for a while, and there's two ways you can set up your favorite instruments. I've done it both ways here. When you click on Add New List, the reason it says list is it allows you to group things. So the name is your list name, and then you're going to add instruments to that. So that's what I've done here with microscopes. My list is microscopes, and if I click Show All, you'll see I added 3 microscopes. Now, if you just want the 2 instruments that you use most often to pop up right here, you can do it the way I did on the left, which I just made my list title, the Eclipse ADI, with only 1 instrument. And so that's what you would do, and you can just create as many as you want, whatever works for you. Moving down the line, documents, we're not really going to use that. Location maps, not really going to use that. Reservations, we will use a lot, but again, I'll cover that in a separate video. This training tab we may use in the future depending on if it works for our workflow in the department, and that would just be available training sessions that you could sign up for if you wanted to. But again, that is something down the road. Don't worry about it for now. Consumables, we're not going to use. If we do, you don't need to worry about it. And then, like I said, work orders, I'm going to cover that in detail in a separate video. And messages, we're not using this for messaging. Okay, so that is pretty much the overview of Bookitlab. So you'll see we went over the most important things here is the dashboard, the instruments, reservations, and work orders. Those are pretty much the highlighted things. You don't have to worry about much else. If you have any questions on any of this, please reach out. However, if you do feel comfortable with this information, please go ahead and move on to the videos about reserving equipment. And then at some point, watch the video on work orders. You can wait until you actually need to submit one, but there'll be some good information in there about how that works. So thank you very much for your time. And like I said, if you have any questions, please reach out.